Much like what's happened in our food system, our information diet has become toxic. The news and social media we consume is filled with half-truths, anger-generating sound bites, and mind-numbing nonsense that either spaces us out or riles us up, and it's all designed to lure us back for more. It's time to take back control. And this podcast is a 5-minute step in the right direction. 3 days a week, I'll share a short story to help renew your belief in the people and the world around you. Monday, a story from the past. Wednesday, the present. And Friday, you'll head into the weekend with a story to keep you optimistic about our future. Hi, I'm Chris. Welcome to My Good 3. All right, happy Monday. You know, it seems like everyone these days believes their son or daughter is destined to become a professional athlete. Of course, the odds are not in their favor. Getting there requires an incredible amount of innate skill and often size, not to mention the commitment, competitiveness, mental toughness, and even luck. The hours an athlete and family must spend to even get to the point of being considered for the highest level is incalculable. So when an athlete does get to that position where they can make a name for themselves and win their first race or step into the spotlight for the first time, they feel the pressure to deliver. This is a story about a young, long-distance runner from Spain on the edge of greatness who was in a race where his competitor made an innocent mistake. What transpired ended up being shared around the world, and it sparked a global debate over whether what he did was embarrassing or brilliant. When Ivan Fernández Anaya was growing up in Spain, he was always a strong runner. But when he was 17 years old in 2005, he decided to compete in the 2,000-meter steeplechase event at the Youth Summer Olympic Festival in Italy. He surprised everyone, including himself, with a 6th-place finish, and from that point forward, he was determined to make running his career. As the years went by, he gained strength and stamina, and against the odds, in 2009, he finished 5th at the European Under-23 Championships in Lithuania. He could feel it. He was right there on the precipice of becoming a Spanish champion long-distance runner, but there was still some work to be done. What he needed to do was string together some wins in order to make himself the runner everyone was talking about in Spain. It was December of 2012, and he was competing in a major cross-country race in northern Spain, just outside of Pamplona. Winning the race was exactly what he needed to get one step closer to his goal. It was nearing the end of the race, and Ivan was in 2nd place, although he was well behind the 1st-place runner, the Kenyan Olympic 3,000-meter steeplechase bronze medalist, Abel Mutai. However, as the Kenyan reached the end of the race, he slowed to a walk about 10 meters short of the finish line. His body language suggested that he believed the race was over. As it turned out, he was confused by the signage and markings. Not being able to read Spanish, the Kenyan runner had transitioned to his post-race routine early. Ivan was quickly making up ground, and the error by the other runner provided him a clear path to victory. As he approached the Kenyan, instead of flying past him and winning the race in front of his home crowd, Ivan Fernández Anaya recognized what had happened and slowed down. He alerted the Kenyan runner to where the finish line was with hand gestures, and Ivan led him forward toward the finish, staying one step behind, allowing the other athlete to finish the race as the rightful winner. Video of the finish went viral a few weeks later. There was an intense debate over Ivan's decision and whether this made him a fool or a hero. One of Napoleon Bonaparte's most famous quotes was around this exact situation. He said, "Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake." Given the right conflict and stakes, I would guess Ivan Fernández Anaya would agree with the premise of Napoleon's quote. However, on that day in 2012, given the circumstances, even though a win would have vaulted the 24-year-old's career forward, racing past the Kenyan just didn't seem right. Even now, people continue to debate how to classify what took place. There's no doubt that he threw a victory away. I guess in the end, it comes down to how you define victory. Ivan Fernández Anaya didn't enter his name into the record books as a winner that day, but he made his case for a better definition of professional athlete, role model, and champion. Thank you for listening. I realize this podcast won't be successful without your help. So if you'd like to rate it, or better yet, review it, wherever you get your podcasts, that would really help. And if you're on Instagram, go to @mygood3, THREE, to vote each episode up or down. I'm also excited to read more Good 3 stories from listeners. So just go to our website, mygood3.com, and submit a story of your own from the past, present, or future, or all three. And maybe I'll use it in an episode. Thanks again. Here's to hoping My Good 3 can set the stage for your good week.